Hello, everybody. It's great to welcome BD Nation again. Wow, it's the 25th of July already, of January already. And for some of you in our BD Nation family, it is already the 26th of January. So you might be thinking along with me, holy cow, this first month of 2021 is already racing by in an amazing fast fashion. You might remember several weeks ago that the chairman of the board and the chairwoman of the board, Nat and Chanita, my dear, dear friends for more than 20 years, they announced that 2021 was the year of expansion for ByDzyne. So my question to all of you to be thinking tonight is, what are you doing right now to have this be the year of expansion for your business? I also have liked using the words the year of mojo, the year of great new momentum for ByDzyne. So give some thought to that, and what a privilege it is to welcome all of you to our product training call tonight, which is Wealth Wisdom by Gary Fichardt. As you know, one of the great parts of the business story of ByDzyne is the verticals that we have been able to use to establish such a great start to this exciting business. And of course, one of our most important verticals is the vertical of trade, which involved in that vertical of trade, we've got our Smart Market Academy, which focuses on Forex education, a very significant area of learning and education and the opportunity to create an alternative stream of income for all of our brand ambassadors at ByDzyne. And as all of you, or at least many, many of you have experienced already, we've got Gary Fichardt, one of the most knowledgeable, wise, fun, passionate experts anywhere in the world about Forex education. And tonight, I know that Gary has prepared something very special as he's going to give some information, mentoring, and some new wisdom around the topic of signals and scripts that are going to allow all of you to have even greater success than ever before with Forex trading education and specifically SMA. So, Gary, once again to you, what a great honor it is to have an expert of your talent, your enthusiasm, and your capability. So let me turn the mic officially to you, and the time is now yours.
David, thank you very much, and I must commend you. There's not many people that can say my last name as well as you do. So thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. And yes, it is 2021. And Dave's already talking about July, even though it's January. And it is that quick. You know, the months are moving that quick. You know, it feels like July already. That's how quick things are moving. And the thing is with trading, we have to have a basis. We have to have a foundation to get started. When you become a student here at with ByDzyne in the Smart Market Academy, you are going to get exactly what you need in order to be a successful trader. You're going to get the foundation lessons, which gives you lessons on how to get started, where to start off trading. But the one thing that we do make sure about is that you're constantly getting the mentorship and the hands-on attention that you need in order to be able to be a better trader. Now, that's really what it's down to, right? It's down to where can we help you to become a better trader? Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's up to you whether you want to take the step forward and make that decision as to whether or not you want to be more involved in Forex and Forex trading. This is what I'm going to be talking about this evening. Dave mentioned script and he's mentioned signals. I'm going to be focusing a lot more on the actual signals and talking about that and what that in details, because it's a new year. All right, it's a new year, and because it's a new year, we have to do things different than we did the year before. Now, the one thing that I want to go ahead and emphasize so much attention to is the fact that signals help traders to be able to trade better. It gives them better confirmation. It gives them better confidence in the things that they are doing. Now, for those that don't know, I run a trading room, and I run a trading room every single week, 3 times a week on a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's called the hybrid trading room. Now, as a student, you get access to my trading room. You get access that you can come into my trading room and you can go ahead and take a look and see exactly what I'm doing. You can stand up behind me. It's not literally, but you can stand virtually behind me and watch exactly what I do when it comes to trading, how I look at the market, how I analyze the market, how I talk about trading opportunities, and how I find these trading opportunities. And so tonight you are going to get a small glimpse of exactly what I do and how it all derives to a trade signal. Because ultimately, traders and students, I can go ahead and give you signals every single day, but you've got to know exactly what the signal really means to you, right? How does it help you? Get the knowledge behind the signal, right? We want to just not know that there's a signal to buy and sell, but we also want to know, how did Gary come up with that signal? How did Gary derive to this opportunity that now I have a signal? And so knowing the details behind the signal gives you the confidence, gives you the surety that, listen here, I'm doing the right thing, I'm following the right direction, and that's the most important thing right now. So signals are fantastic, but knowing what's behind the signal and how the signal arrived was absolutely awesome. That's where you want to be, right? Okay, so with this being said, let's start off and let's slow it down a little bit. Let's start off by finding out, what does it take for the FXBigDog for me to go ahead and find a trading opportunity? Well, it takes years and years and years. I'm just kidding. It's not that complicated, all right? So this is what it is. What I do is, the first thing I want to identify when I'm looking at the market is I want to identify directional bias. I want to find which way the market's going to move long term, so that I know where all the big traders, where the big institutions are trying to move the market, because ultimately, what moves price? Money, right? And who moves money? People do. So the big banks and the big corporations, what they're trying to do is, they are trying to move price in a direction. And how does price move up and down? Well, there's buyers and there's sellers, right? When there's a lot of buyers in the market, what happens? Price moves up. When there's a lot of sellers in the market, price moves down. So let me go ahead and share my screen so you can get something so you can see something more literally on a chart, and you can see the visuals of what I'm trying to explain right here. All right, so everyone should see my charts right now. Now, for those that don't know, this is called SmartTrader.com. This trading software right here is called SmartTrader.com. We use we do all our technical analysis on this chart. And there's so many fantastic things about SmartTrader. Connecting your trading account to SmartTrader so you can see all your trades on your actual trading platform. It does a lot of things. It helps you with technical. I'm going to show you everything what it does in a very high level view, but I'm going to focus more on the focus behind this session today is identifying how we find signals. How do we derive to a signal? All right, what does it take to get to a signal? All right, so on this chart, you'll notice that I've got a daily time frame. In fact, if you didn't notice, let me go ahead and point this out right here. This is it right here. You see where it says D here in the watermark? Well, also up here at the top, you can see there's a 1D. Here you can also see right here, there's a 1D. That's telling me that this is a daily time frame. All right. Now, what does a daily time frame mean? A daily time frame means that every candle, and I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little closer up right here, and you'll notice you get a lot of these red and blue bars, call it bars. Now, what these are called is actually Japanese candlesticks. All right. And this Japanese candlesticks is now represented. Each bar or each candlestick represents one trading day. Now, if I had to go ahead and change the time frame to any one of these time frames right here to a 1 hour, a 2 hour, a 3 hour, it means that, and you'll notice that it actually changes shape. You'll see that it changes different. It looks a little different because now what's happening now is that I'm taking every candle and it's now representing 1 hour. So each of these candles now represents 1 hour as I drop to the 1 hour chart. Now I'm going to go back to the daily. The reason why I'm going to the daily time frame is because it gives me a much larger perspective of what's going on. You can see I've got data on this chart all the way back to 2012. So I've got a lot of information here as to what the market is doing over the last, call it 8 years. Now, am I going to use all of the information, the last 8 years? Possibly not. But what this is going to do is it's going to give me a much bigger perspective of what the market's going to do. And that's really what we want to do. Now, the type of trader I am and the type of trader that I'm going to, expose trading opportunities through signals is going to be based on some short-term opportunities, all right? I'm not expecting everyone to stay in trades for 8, 9 years. I certainly don't want to be in a trade for that long. But we're going to look for some short-term opportunities. Now, short-term opportunities could be trades with inside a day. It could be trades just inside a week. It could be trades with inside a month, which means that we could have different types of payouts based on the different setups that we have. Now, as I go into this right here, as I go into a chart, the one thing that I'm trying to identify if I'm seeing any sort of patterns. So we go into patterns. We teach you about harmonic patterns. We teach you about head and shoulders patterns. We talk about wedges. We're talking about falling wedges. We're talking about rising wedges. All of these different patterns helps us to identify what the market's trying to do. All right. Now, without confusing you with too much information, let's get into the details of what does it take to be able to take simple information, just basic information, and how can we use that to make trading decisions. All right. So let me go into a chart and let's go to, I'm going to go into the, let's see here, Swiss JPY. Now, if I open up the Swiss JPY right here on the daily time frame, straight away, if you notice right here, you'll notice that we have a lot of price movement to this level right here. All right. See how price goes up to this level right here? Now, this is what we call resistance. Okay. We call this resistance. And what the market does when it comes to resistance like that, it wants to go back down to support. Now, think about this as a roof and a floor. And if you take a bouncy ball and you go ahead and hit it hard on the floor, what's going to happen? The ball's going to bounce. So let's go ahead and put a floor in here. If you hit it on the floor right here, it's going to bounce back and forth against the ceiling and against the floor right here. All right. So you've got to realize this is pretty much how the market moves as well. The market moves between this tops and bottoms, between the floor and the ceiling. And so it's actually pretty easy to actually anticipate what the market's going to do if you understand that concept, because not only can the market move in this direction, but we can have the market also moving in a direction, something like this, where we have a floor and a ceiling, but it's tilted up. And the market does this. It goes ahead and bounces up, down, up, down, up, down. Now, we call these channels. And you can have a bullish channel and you can have a bearish channel. And so what we try to do in these type of channels, we try to go ahead and look to buy the market down here, buy the market over here, or even sell the market up here at the top because we're anticipating price to move down. So we can make money going down, we can make money going up, and we can make money going down. We can do this all day long. Now, you see, the thing is this. You have to realize that we are trading two currencies. All right. That's what's so great about what we do. So if I was to trade, let's say the euro, if this was the euro traded against, let's say, the US dollar, right? Then this means that if the market is moving bearish, which means moving down, that means the euro is losing ground against the dollar. All right, it's losing value against the dollar. So if this chart shows me that the price is moving down, that means the euro is getting weaker against the dollar. Now, if the price of this chart is moving up, then that means that the euro is getting stronger against the dollar. And so this is how we would trade it. If we were trading that, selling it right here, if we decided that we're gonna go ahead and sell the market at the top here, that means what we're doing is we're selling euro. All right, we're selling euro, and we're actually then going to be buying dollars, because you're selling euro, you must be buying the other currency. And that's what happens. If you're selling one currency, you must be buying another. And if you're buying another, you're selling the other. And so as the euro gets weaker, we want to get rid of our euro and sell it. And then we want to hold US dollar, right? We want to sell euro. So what we're doing is basically trading. We're trading our euro for US dollar. And we say, well, we want to hold US dollar because dollar is getting stronger, euro is getting weaker. So we'll do that. But then as soon as the market hits the bottom right here and the euro gets stronger, what are we going to do with our dollars? We're going to get rid of our dollars, right? We're going to sell our dollars, and then we're going to go ahead and start holding back the euro. We're going to buy back the euro, and we want to hold our euro because the euro is going to get stronger right here. And so this is how we buy and sell the currency pairs between each other as the market moves in these channels. Okay, so now that you've got a little bit of understanding on that, let's take a look and see what we've got here. So here we've got the market moving back and forth, back and forth. So let's just ask you right now, if you were a trader and you noticed that price was right here at the top, and this chart is the Swiss traded against the JPY. So this is Swiss against Japanese yen. If the market is up here at the top, where do we expect price to move? Where do we expect price to move? Go ahead and type it up. I'm probably not going to be able to see that, but I'm sure you're throwing up something. Let me see if I can get the chat open yet. There we go. I've got the chat going here. All right, so I've got the chat open here. Let me go pop it open right here so I can see. There we go. Chat open there. Fantastic. Now I can see the chat. All right, good. Everyone says down. All right, fantastic. Yes, everyone says down. You get it. So price is going to go down. Now, hold on. If it's trading Swiss JPY, then this means that the Swiss franc is going to get weaker. So what do we want to do? We want to get rid of Swiss franc, right? We want to get rid of the Swissy, and we want to go ahead and hold JPY, because as the Swiss gets lower, all right, and weaker, the JPY is going to get stronger. So as we start shifting money from Swiss franc to JPY. And so as you look at this chart, because you already know that the Swiss JPY is going to sell off, guess what I'm going to be telling traders inside the trading room? Inside the trading room, I'm going to say, traders, listen here, we got to start looking to sell Swiss franc and buy JPY. So the signal that you will be getting will be signals saying, let's sell Swiss franc for JPY. Now, I will be giving you the exact price. So what I use is, and we're going to get into that a lot more detail inside the trading room because it's a lot more easy to show you that. But what we'll be using scripts, EAs, to be able to trade these signals. What is this? What is this that we use? Well, again, we're using scripts and EAs, expert advisors, to be able to trade these signals. Now, you might be saying, well, Big Dog, I don't have a clue what you're saying right now. What is a script? All right, it sounds like some French word for pizza. I don't know. That's what the Italians would say. Okay, this is the deal. A script is an automated code. It's code that automatically trades for you. So which means when you run a script, it's going to be placing the logic into the actual software, and it's going to be running as you are sleeping, you're away from your computer. It's going to do this automatically for you. So you don't have to be in front of your computer watching this. You just run your script or run your EA, and this is automatically going to place trades for you. Now I'm going to be deploying these scripts and these EAs that are going to create these signals for you. And so when you come to the trading room, right, and again, very importantly, you have to know that coming to the trading room gives you the inside scoop, right? It gives you the inside scoop of what's going on when you see a trade signal. Now, if you're in my trading room and you see that I'm selling, you see a signal saying Swiss JPY sell, then automatically you know Big Dog spoke about a top, a roof, a level of resistance, right? Where price is now going to fall. And when that happens, we got to sell short because we know now where price is going to go. Price is going to come all the way back down here to about 106.65 on this currency pair. So we know that we can keep selling as price goes down. And as it comes down here, we're going to go ahead and say, we're done. We're not selling Swiss franc against the JPY anymore. What are we going to go ahead and do now? If price is down here, what do you think our mindset's going to be now? What do we think we're going to do? We are going to what? We are going to buy Swiss franc against the JPY. So now we're just reversing our positions, right? Okay. All right, you guys are getting this. Now, let me go ahead and open up another chart. And I'm not putting any technical analysis right here, but look over here if I did put technical analysis. Notice right here, we got resistance, we got support. And just by the way, as a student on my trading room, you get my workspaces, which means you get this information. I do all the work, you get the information. All right. Sounds a little bit harsh for me. I do the work, you get the information. That's what happens. I do the work, you get the information. Now, this is what the thing is. Yeah, check this out. I'm going to go to another chart right here. And I'm just going to randomly pop open. You know what? I like this chart in particular. This is called the Aussie Canadian dollar, right? Now, if you look at the Aussie Canadian dollar right here, you'll notice that price is moving from the bottom and it's going up, right? So we have a nice channel here. Now, I'm going to teach you something really important inside the trading room, and that is how to identify when price is in these A-B swings in the channel and when price is going to start looking to turn around and head south. Listen here, traders, the most important thing about trading is identifying directional bias. You see, I'm going to be talking about the Aussie CAD, and I'm going to be talking about the directional bias. I'm going to be talking about how the Aussie CAD could move over the next 24 hours, the next week, and we're going to be looking to place trading on those pairs. Now, when you get a signal, when I go ahead and identify the trading opportunity on the Aussie CAD, and you get a signal, you will know exactly why we're doing what we are doing, because you've come to the trading room, you've got the information about the trade setups, and then when we've gone ahead and said we're going to be selling, you're going to know why. Now, I also have a document here, and this document is called our game plan document. And in the game plan document, everything we talk about gets loaded onto this document. And so as you look at this document right here, you'll notice that we have information here about all our trade setups. Like you see right here on the Swiss JPY, we said we're going to be selling Swiss JPY, right? We sell at resistance. If you look at, there's a couple of more pairs. Look at the Swiss, the Euro Swiss. In fact, let's go take a look at the chart, because here on the Euro Swiss, we're saying that we're going to be buying at support. So let's go take a look at the Euro Swiss, and let's take another look and see what's going on with the Euro Swiss. Now, if I go ahead and compress the charts up over here, you should be looking at support and resistance, but also take a look at here. notice that we've got a nice little trend line going up right here, right? Check the channel. So when price is at the top, we want to sell. When price is at the bottom, what do we want to do at the bottom? We want to buy up, right? We want to buy up, all right? And what we can do here is we can look for price to continue up, so we can see that there's huge opportunity right here. Traders, this is what we're looking for right here, right? This is what we're looking for. We're looking for, all right, the opportunities, all right? We're looking for the best opportunity to be able to trade this, all right? And the best opportunity, we're looking for the biggest opportunity. So therefore, we are looking to buy the euro against the Swiss franc. So just like previously, remember what you did previously? There was traders that were posting. They said, sell Swiss, sell Swiss. All right. Now, if you're selling Swiss, that means you're expecting Swiss to get weaker. And if Swiss gets weak against the euro, guess what the euro is going to do? The euro is going to go north. So now we've got two currency pairs almost telling us the same sort of story, right? So what do? We take this information, we deploy this on a trading robot, which is an EA or script, and then this trading robot is going to generate a signal that's going to be coming to you. And that signal is going to tell you, buy euro Swiss franc at this price. And you're going to know why you're buying the euro Swiss franc at that price, because we've gone into the trading room and we explained exactly what's going on with this currency pair, so that you have a better understanding of exactly what to do. So when it comes down to trading and it comes down to pulling that trigger, you have absolutely full understanding of exactly what to do. All right? Exactly what to do. Now, for those who are wondering, but Big Dog, how difficult it is to run a script, how difficult it is to run the EA. Let me give you a quick, and just because we're talking about scripts, let me go ahead and give you a quick demonstration of what it takes to run a script. So let's take a look over here. Here in SmartTrader, we have the scripts running here. It's called our SmartScripts, all right? And so here we have all our SmartScripts that our traders get access to. All right, let me just open that again. I'll try to drag it down. And so what you want to do here is you want to go ahead and say, all right, let's see if I was going to run, let's say, a harmonic script, which you get access to. If I want to run the harmonic script, what does it take for me to run this? Well, first all you do is you open up your scripts and you go ahead and click on the play button right here. There it is there, the play button. When you click onto the play button, you decide, do I buy, do I sell, what strategy I'm going to use, and then you go ahead and you press apply and start. As soon as you do that, you've chosen your account, your trading account. As soon as you've done that and you apply and start, that's it. Your script is running. That's how quick and simple it is. No complications, just simple and easy. All right. Now, let's take a look over here. Let's take a look at another currency pair. Well, actually, in fact, you know what? What I want to do here now, I want to go back to our conversation in December. In December, we had a conversation about the dollar index, right? And we spoke about the dollar index and we said, what is the dollar index going to do? What can we expect from the dollar? Well, if you look over here, the dollar has been falling, all right? And it's been falling for some time right here. But it's starting to wedge up. This is, by the way, a pattern. It's starting to wedge up. And we're anticipating, all right? We're anticipating the dollar to actually start breaking north, okay? So based on this falling wedge right here, we're expecting price to start breaking up and start heading north. Now, normally when we see the dollar rally, this is what we call a safe haven currency pair. Swiss franc, JPY, dollar, they all regard it as a safe haven. Now, what is a safe haven currency? This is where traders flock to. This is where traders go to when they're looking to move their money out of high risk investments and rather want to go ahead and put it into a safe haven, which is a currency like dollar. And normally what it means is people move their money from stocks into cash. All right. So when the market is uncertain, or these investors are uncertain about what's happening in the economy, what they do is they flock to currencies, right? And that's why I'm telling you right now, it's not a good time to get into stock market. It's a great time to get into currencies, because there's going to be more and more flow of people buying into currencies, moving their money into cash. That creates volatility for us. And when we get volatility, markets are moving, we can make profits. Now, we got a lot of volatility as it is, but we're going to get a whole bunch more as we move into 2021. So it's going to be an absolutely killer year for 2021. We did fantastic in 2020. Believe it or not, although we went through the pandemic, the currency market still offered great opportunities for traders, because we went through a lot of uncertainty over 2020. And when we went through over a lot of uncertainty in 2020, what happened was we had some good rallies in the stock market, but we had some really good movement in the currency markets too, because there was traders that were moving their money back and forth as they started getting concerned about the signals. Now, what we will do is we'll be focusing in for 2020. We are absolutely going to be focusing in on the dollar. Why do we want to focus in on the dollar? Well, the reason why we're going to focus on the dollar is because we have the dollar traded against a lot of other currencies. Like you have dollar trading against the euro, the pound, Swiss franc, the JPY. We've got, not only do we have the dollar that's traded against those currency pairs, but I mentioned also about the Swiss franc. We mentioned about the JPY. That's also safe haven currencies. Guess what? The JPY trades against the pound, the euro, the Swiss, the Aussie, the New Zealand dollar, the Canadian dollar. So we're going to have a lot of movement with a lot of currency pairs because of the safe haven move from stocks to cash, or from high yield investments to something more conservative and safe haven currency pairs. That's why we need to pay attention to what's going on right now. Now, there was a person right here says, where they send the signals? Is that the question? Where they send the signals? The signals are sent to the app, to the ByDzyne app. You're going to be getting the signals through the ByDzyne app. Contact your representative, have a conversation. You're going to get that through that. So we'll be sending the signals there. Now listen here. There are so many signals that you're going to be receiving, all right? But what's very important, and I'm preparing you right now, don't go down 3 months from now and say, Big Dog, I don't know what I'm doing, because I'm telling you right now what to do, all right? Make sure you sign up with ByDzyne. You get involved in the trading room, all right? Get involved in my trading room. We have the Spanish trading room. We have that is connected to my hybrid trading room. Our friend Matteo and Jesus do a great job managing those our Spanish group. We've got our ByDzyne Spanish room. We've got that is linked to our hybrid trading room. The signals that are going to come through are going to come through the ByDzyne app. You're going to get full information, all the information that you need inside the trading room to understand what's going on in those signals. All right, let's go take a look at it. One more. Let's go take a look at a couple more before we end off the session today. Who trades Bitcoin? Who trades Ethereum? Who's a crypto man? Who trades cryptos right now? You got to be absolutely loving it right now, right? Now we talk about cryptos, all right? Now I'm not going to be giving you some signals. I may throw some signals out there on cryptos, but I'll be honest with you. My stance on Bitcoin and Ethereum is a buy and hold position. Buy and hold. We are currently at a very strong level of support here at 3,200. I'll be surprised if we break through 3,200. I know that the mining costs are around about 16,000 right now. So I believe we're going to stay here, and if we do dip down, we won't go below 20,000. Let me tell you this: if we get back to 20,000, I'm going to go ahead and start putting more money into Bitcoin. But this is the deal. We're at a very strong support level on Bitcoin right now. And the next move on Bitcoin is going to be at 52,000. That's the next thing. But I'm going to tell you this much. I am I am a buy and hold trader when it comes to cryptos. All right, buy and hold trader. Now, Ethereum, last currency pair, I put a lot of money in Ethereum. And in my trading room, we actually spoke about that level. I actually gave them the exact details. For those that are in my trading room, you know exactly what I did. I put a lot of money in at $330. $330. Bought in a lot at $330, and we've gone ahead, hit highs of about 1,440. So we've picked up about almost 5 times what we bought in at. That's 500% since the early parts of around about, I think it was November. November. So early parts of November is where we started talking about that move, and we broke out and we just rallied. Was it November? I have to be sure now. Now I have to be absolute certain. 330, drop back down here. My bad. It was actually September, October. All right. So September, October, we're looking at buying in around about 330, and we got in and price just rallied. It's a 500% return on your investment, and we're not done yet. All right. We're not done yet. All right. We're still expecting a big move in Ethereum to go all the way to 1,800. So there's another 400-point move on Ethereum. All right, that's what we're looking for right now. All of this information is fed to you through the trading room. Listen here. You've got to pay attention to what's going on right now. 2021 is going to be an absolutely awesome year for trading. I'm excited about trading. I'm excited about trading because not only have we got great opportunities, but we have got so much great software and tools that you can use in order to be able to help you become better and more successful. So we're going to be talking about that in the trading room. We're going to be showing you how to be able to use the tools. We've got the necessary support for you to be able to take you from whatever level you're at right now and just pick you up and elevate you to the next level. So make sure you guys get involved, get into the trading rooms. Love to see you guys. Now, if you're on the trading rooms, don't forget to say hi to me. We got a lot of students coming into the trading rooms, and I do lose count of who and which person I've spoken to before. So make sure that you go ahead and say hi to me if you get into the trading room. We have a session that starts tomorrow, and we'll be reviewing the trading opportunities for this week. So with that being said, I'm going to hand it back to Dave, and I want to thank everyone for your time. Appreciate you guys, and looking forward to seeing everyone in the trading rooms.
Gary, thank you very, very much. I think every one of you on this call can understand exactly why we call Gary the big dog. We didn't give him that name, but we understand why that name is there, the big dog of Forex trading education. So thank you so much for the great information that you've given us. I want to make a comment to our brand ambassadors, and that is this area of Forex education, the Smart Market Academy, or SMA, is definitely one of those categories of our product offerings at ByDzyne that is worth you learning about and becoming a master about, because as we say in network marketing, we're all businessmen and businesswomen, but we have chosen network marketing as a way to create wealth. Well, the information that you receive every 3 or so weeks from Gary Fichardt exactly is designed to help you understand these important techniques that will allow you to take full advantage of our Forex education trading platform so that you can continue to create your own wealth portfolio by reaching out into this super important area of education regarding Forex trading. So, Gary, thank you so very much for being with us again tonight. We'll be seeing you again in another 2 or 3 weeks. And to all of you, remember that this year of 2021 is moving along quickly now. So make sure that all of your business activities are aligning with our theme, that this is the year of expansion, the year of mojo, because we're not only talking about the year of expansion, meaning the company ByDzyne, but each one of you, as you're building your business anywhere in the world, where you happen to live or where you have your team. Our desire for you is to have this be your year of great expansion.